Hey, we are live. Welcome everyone to Sunday evening, 6 o'clock, and a kind of a chillier day. It's around 8 degrees, feeling more like 5 degrees, I think. Bit of a wind chill. Hope everyone's been having a good weekend. And I'm at Brooksea Park, looking at the dog fountain, which they have yet to turn on. And I see Tom Bikes, hello, how you doing? And Sunjib, hey, how are you? And John Burke. Hey, Kyle Pix, what up, what up? Crikey, Harjot, Alan K, Yahia, how you doing? Steve Mikra, what's up? Wesley Torres. When are they going to turn on this fountain? I mean, last week when it was really hot would have been good. Hey, Brad Palmer, how you doing? Craig O'Connor. Hey, Foil Hat. Marie Palmer. Hey, Joe Smith, hello. Anthony Salinas, Whitby Dude. Hey, Miguel, hello, hello. Hello, Money. Justin Morrison. Josephine Halligan, hello. If I missed anyone, oh, sure, I'll get a chance to say hi to you as we continue on. Hey, Kelvy, hello. Glad to have you. Yeah, Megan just got on the train, or she's going to be getting on the train. She was still waiting for it when I left to start the stream. The train was a bit delayed. She was still waiting in line. Maybe she's on it now, though. Let's get this walk on the road. Is that an expression? Well, it is now. St. Lawrence neighborhood, but we're not going to stick around this area. Hello, Dagathex, how you doing? Hello there. Hey, James Greenwood. And thanks, Justin Morrison. Yeah, I'm well on my way to 14,000 subs. Maybe in the next few days we'll hit that mark. We'll see. Hello, Ida. High fiver, maybe a boogie. Yeah, that's what I always do. I'm always boogieing. Alright, so let's make our way along Wellington Street. Sort of have a vague idea of where I'm going. Being Sunday evening, it's bound to be a bit quieter around certain parts of downtown, such as the financial district. I like the new streetscaping they've done here on Wellington. Let's hope these trees survive, right? These are new additions. Dini made some good dinner tonight. I still haven't had my dinner. Hey, Bucky Smith is here. Hello. Young Street. Hey, we go places. Michael Wynn. I am most definitely live streaming at this very moment. Hey, the Ottawa Wanderer, how you doing? I guess they've wrapped up most of the construction along Wellington finally. Seemed to take a very long time, but looks nice now, as I was saying. There's it looking north up Yonge, but let's continue on here. Hey, Mike Landry is in the chat with 220 super sticker. Thank you very much, Mike. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate your support as always. And Novokos, I'm on the prowl again, that's right. Didn't really get to do a proper walking stream last time. Some of you might have caught the GO train ride. It was a bit of a walk afterwards, but it wasn't very long. So I thought, why not do a proper walking stream on this Sunday evening? Hopefully the rain holds off. The clouds have looked threatening for most of the afternoon. Thanks, Ottawa Wanderer. I'll let her know that you said that. No doubt, right, Ida? I'm sure we'll encounter some other construction along the way as we walk around. Here's Bay Street. Royal Bank Plaza. Hey, Vogla Silva, how you doing? You'll be surprised to see any construction in Toronto, Joe? Or you would be surprised to not see any construction in Toronto? Hey, Wing Zero. You know, around these parts. I like walking through here. It's not interesting to most people, but when you're a skyscraper geek, such as me, it's always nice to walk amongst all the big bank towers. Hey, Alan K, $3.99 dinner fund for a hungry streamer, and thank you as well, Alan, for all your awesome support. And I will definitely be ready for some dinner by the time this stream is over. This is the TD Center. Let's go up here. Let's check out the courtyard. Yeah, that guy did a sudden stop, right? I didn't really pay attention to what he was trying to look at, but and over there you can see all the cows lounging in the grass. And you used to be able to see the CN Tower from here, and you can barely see it now peeking out from behind that new office tower. Continuum courtyard view. Yeah, the grass is definitely in need of some TLC around here. Hello, Annette. How you doing? And Capellan. Hey, hey. You found a Vancouver Canucks jersey, eh? I don't know how well that would go over in Toronto if you ever wore it here, but I wouldn't care. Some other people might give you a look. Sunday night in the financial district. It's always quite peaceful, serene even. I wish there were cows all over the city. I think in some parts of the world you can find that sort of thing in the middle of big cities. You can hear Madonna over there. Coming from King Taps. There's all these restaurant slash bars dotted around this neighborhood that all blast the same music out onto the sidewalks. Yeah, I'm not going to get too close to the music. I'll stay over here on this side. But let's head west a bit, just for another few blocks, and then I think I'm going to start heading north. That blasted music! Consarn it! Is consarn it a thing? It is, right? I know I used to hear that sometimes from old people. Consarn it! Like in westerns? Is that a thing that they said in westerns? I don't know. I think I was safe from copyright. I think it was too far away to do any copyright recognition. Hey, I like to walk. Hello. Yeah, dag nabbit is a good one. You hear that quite a bit still, but you don't really hear consarn it much anymore. I think I've walked past that food court a few times when I was doing path videos. I might have to do an updated path video on a Thursday. I think that's the busiest day down in the path lately. Thursday around lunchtime. It's probably pretty hopping. Yeah, you're not old like me, I guess, Novokos. Wickety wickety whack. I've heard that. Where's that from? That was from some song, wasn't it? Yeah, it's pretty fresh. It's a bit chilly, but not too bad. The wind is not too bad either. Just enough that you kind of wish it would die down a little, but not so much that it ruins everything. Thanks, Bestest Times, for the definition of consarn it. Do I watch Zero Enigma, the cyclist who kind of cheats death through Manhattan? I don't really watch him, no, but I have seen a few videos. Alright, I'm gonna get away from the Who. Roger Daltrey is trying his best to sabotage my stream. Hey, Quad Mods. Just got back from a walk. Awesome. What about clickety click, barb a trick? What about that? Anyone remember that?
All my Superchats gave it away. My invisible man.
You're on the copyright gauntlet. I should do a video walking past every loud music playing establishment around downtown, trying my best to dare them to give me a copyright claim. I don't think that would work out very well for me. Hey, PAG, hello. David Pico Square. This is the former Metro Hall, back when Toronto was a two-tiered municipality known as the Municipality of Metropolitan Toronto. And that doesn't exist anymore. We got the Ritz-Carlton, Roy Thompson Hall here. That's where you go to see the Toronto Symphony. There's the Royal Alex Theatre across the street. You already have 2 copyright claims? Yeah. They don't mess around, you know. Little 3-4 seconds is enough for them sometimes. 3-4 second snippet of a song and bam, they take your ad revenue. That's where you go to fall asleep. I think that girl who just walked past was about to fall asleep. She was instantly bored at the sight of me. Oh, look at this guy with the phone on the stick. Yawn. Boring. This is sort of like the theater district, or there's more than one area that has theaters. It's not all concentrated in one area, but this is one of them. There's also a strip of Yonge Street that has some theaters. Yeah, you can definitely dispute them. Sometimes you might luck out. Hey, Schnurtchick, hello, hello. So this is where they're building one of the new towers designed by Frank Gehry. This is the shorter of the two, just getting underway. Looks like they have a shoring rig set up here. You can see what that development will look like right up there. So the taller one will be a super tall, over 300 meters. And the shorter one, which is this one getting underway, still tall, still very tall. Yeah, we had a little bit of a notification there. I'm gonna get away from this buffery area. This gimbal is doing all right. Sometimes the wobbling is not the gimbal's fault. Toronto still have the iguana problem. The iguanas are everywhere. You can't walk more than a block without tripping over an iguana. They have to do something about it. Whoever the new mayor is, please get this iguana problem under control. Yeah, I'm a fan, Novocos. I don't know if I'd say I'm a huge fan, but I'm a fan. I'm looking forward to seeing how they turn out. If they look anything like the tower in Manhattan, I'll be happy. I think that one looks pretty cool. Adelaide Street. Quite a contrast from a few days ago when I walked through here recording a video when it was complete traffic gridlock. This whole area and up into the financial district was just a traffic nightmare. My all-time favorite building in Toronto. I don't know, maybe Scotia Plaza. I know that's a pretty popular response to that question, but it is really nice. Scotia Plaza is the big burgundy office tower beside First Canadian Place, or just down the street. It's kind of skinny on one side and wide on the other side. You like Picasso? That's a nice building. There, you can see Scotia Plaza over there, that burgundy colored building. You can see, you know, part of it anyway. Doesn't look that tall from here, but it's second tallest office tower in the financial district by roof height. I think the St. Regis Hotel is taller with its spire, but that's cheating, right? I don't count that. Hey Lena, how you doing? Union Station, yeah, I mean, I would definitely put that up there. I was thinking more of tall buildings, but if you're including non-tall buildings and Union Station, I might like that just as much as Scotia Plaza then. Maybe it's a tie. Those are all very nice buildings, Miguel, yes. The old Croc Rock building, yeah. I think that building is coming down in the near future for a new tower. Super small skyscrapers? You mean like anthills? I guess that's sort of like a super small skyscraper to us, but for ants, that's like a huge thing for them. How many floors is this anthill? We got 75 levels in here. Hey, BTS Army and Maroof, hello. Hey Vivian, hello. I just started the stream not too long ago. About a half an hour ago. Okay, car. This car was not even aware of my existence. That's right, Vivian. Daniel likes the Flatiron building. Yeah, good choice, good choice. There's Picasso right there for the person who said Picasso earlier, that white and red building popping up there. Definitely one of the more different condo towers they've built in the last 5 years. Hey, Sasha Rossiter, how you doing? Well, thank you very much. So this has been Queen Street here, but I am going to duck up John Street here. Let's take a little shortcut through, not Berksey Park, Grange Park. We started at Berksey Park. Cute little dogs. Yep, Gretzky's is no more. The new building that is going up where Gretzky's was, though, is actually quite nice. It's turning out very well. Hey, Hunter Stewart, hello. I've always liked this. I think this is the last remaining part of a building that burned down years and years ago. This is all that remains. 1844 is when that was built. Coming into Grange Park. Is it Grange? Grange? I don't know. Hey, Chatty Cathy, yes, it definitely is. This is Doggy Central here. Like range, yeah, so Grange. Hey, Toronto Doo-Wop Music Guy, hello. the dogs can have the time of their life. I read about this. The city keeps removing this. People draw it on for kids to play in, and the city will remove it over and over and over again, but it keeps getting put back over and over and over again. They won't just not come and remove it. They won't just go, okay, whatever, we'll just leave it. They insist on coming to remove it over and over and over again. It's like a little maze that you walk through, right? Yeah, it's a little chalk maze. There's the Art Gallery of Ontario. It's another Frank Gehry design building. And OCAD University, that bizarre but interesting building over there with the stilts, the one that's held up on stilts. I think Will Aslop is the name of the architect, or something like that, anyway. The Sharp Center for Design is the name of the building, I believe. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best parks in the downtown area. I remember what this park was like before they redid it. It's a lot nicer now. Hey, Jacqueline. Well, I guess they haven't uncovered the fountain yet. Looks like somebody tried to remove the cover themselves, though. Hello, Ginny. How you doing? Doesn't usually happen when I'm walking around in the core, but a little bit of buffering in my stream, a little bit of buffering in my stream, a little bit of buffering in my stream. Oh, is that right, Gabby? Yeah. Let's continue on north. There's Chinatown just right over there. Clayton, I got a new cord. The cord that I was using was at the end of its life. I need to use my power bar. Did I miss this light? Onwards and upwards. Tonight has the feeling of everyone partied too hard on the weekend, and today they're all just laying low, taking it easy. Just has that feeling all around the city, I find. Everyone's not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow. Yeah, you thought so too, right, Gabby? Sometimes it just has that feeling. It's like the city's hungover. Some cherry blossoms. Oh, okay, I'll let this car go. For some reason I was thinking I was waiting for a light, and there wasn't even a light. See, it's affecting me too. I'm a little out of it.
It says north of...
yeah, it says north of this way, but not too far up. Like, a little bit. No, I think that's too far. Right.
Today's recovery day. We're walking north on Beverly. College is just a block ahead. Polish Combatants Association. That's what that is. Yeah, it was like a little yard sale. You want the Elvis quad mods? Better run and get it before someone snatches it up. And then after you pay for it, you can say to the seller, thank you very much. It's like a fraternity house. I mean, the U of T campus is nearby, but it just seems strange to have one over here. I ain't nothing but a walk tuber, walking all the time. I ain't nothing but a walk tuber, walking all the time. Well, I ain't never caught a dingus, but I hope to do it one time. That last part didn't flow together quite right. And College Street. I'll refine it. Yeah, the lyrics need a little bit of work. We're going west along College, but just for a block or so. I'm going to head up Huron Street. I think that's the plan. Last time I walked through here was just in my last video, but I walked down St. George, so this time I'm going to take Huron, going in the opposite direction. Alright, Huron Street. Not here on street, Huron Street. Huron, Huron. I am here on Huron. The U of T campus, University of Toronto. I ain't never caught a dingus, but I'm walking along Huron. How about that? But that won't be for much longer. He had a GoPro on his helmet. I think this is the tallest academic building on campus. There are residences, I think, that are taller, but I think that's the tallest academic building. You miss ye old Toronto? This is the physics building, right? McLennan Physical Laboratories. Or laboratories, I suppose, is the proper way to say it. Yeah, it is very quiet. Even the birds are hungover, I think. What were they up to? I rarely ever walk along this street. Maybe last time was when I did my U of T walking collab with Johnny. That was a while ago. Must have been, right? Is that right, High Fiver? Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Carl Roth, greetings. We're going to walk right past those cherry blossom trees, so I might as well go and have a peek. I just showed these in my video from yesterday. This is Robart's library. It looks evil from this angle. Could put this picture in the evil buildings subreddit. Harvard Street. Just as many people here now as there was the other day. Of course, High Park is where all the crowds are, and Trinity Bellwoods also. Sure what's going on over here. A photo shoot. Yeah, photo shoot. I guess the bunny hopped away, hopped off into the sunset. Yeah, for those who didn't see my video yesterday, when I came to see the trees, then there was a little bunny rabbit in one of the trees, and I got a nice up close and personal look at him or her. Nintendo Switch fan, you got snow? Ay, ay, ay. Oy vey. Hey, funny dog, hey. Yeah, Queen's Park does have a few. What is this? 18 feet. Espresso bar. Mommy's noodle bar? Okay. Is someone in there actually called Mommy? Is that what you're supposed to do when you go in? Hey, Peter Bradfield. Hey, no worries. Oh, hope you're feeling better, Peter. Can I get cherry juice from cherry blossoms? Not that I know of. That would be nice though, right? I'm sure if you put them in a blender and blended them, they would turn into some sort of liquid. I don't know how tasty it would be though. Alright, Bucky Smith, have a good one. Look at this charming little nook here. Nice little corner shop here. And a beautiful old apartment building here on this side. I think that dates back to the early 1900s. I wouldn't mind living in there. And if you did live in there, on this side, you get an awesome view of the brutalist library building. Views of the evil library. Hey, John Schaffner, how you doing? Boy, this place is definitely in need of some TLC. It's not occupied right now by the looks of it. But if it were restored, it could look just like its neighbor here. It's basically the same thing. Just something happened to the top of this one. It lost its topper. Hey, for sure, Peter Bradfield. Yeah, welcome back, John Schaffner. You think it was a fire? Yeah, who knows, right? Hey, welcome back, Novokos. Very charming side street here. That old apartment building really sells it for me. I like it very much. A taste of Africa. And that's what you call a slab or a commie block. We've got a new addition here. So this is Spadina. We found Spadina. Hey, later, Wesley. Good to have you here for a while. Have a good night. Oh yeah, for sure, Peter, for sure. The streetcars go underground here as they make their way up to Spadina Station. I think I have once or twice walked west of Spadina. There's an alleyway that goes behind these buildings that I walked down, a long alleyway. So I remember I did a video along that before.
Got it out of the street.
Hey, mattress up for grabs. Come and get them while they're fresh. I guess fresh isn't the right word to use. Look at that, a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mattresses up for grabs. Hey, evening, Lisa. I keep feeling random raindrops hit my face, and I think, uh-oh, but then it never actually turns into rain. As long as it stays just a random drop here and there, I can deal. At Cohen Park. The Jewish Community Center right across the street, very fittingly. I think my nephews miss coming here. This is where my sister would bring my nephews before they moved to Vancouver, but there's not much of a Jewish community in Vancouver. There is obviously a Jewish community, but it's nowhere near as big as the one in Toronto. Bloor Street. Let's check out a bit of Bloor. A little bit of Bloor. A little bit of blur on Sunday night. A little bit of blur on Sunday night. Hey, later, Devin. Have yourself a good evening. Yeah, they were talking about my gimbal. Saying, oh, that's cool. Oh, it keeps it straight. What is that contraption that guy is carrying there? Walmer Road. Let's take a walk up Walmer Road. This is sort of an interesting street. It sort of weaves in a curvy fashion. And there's lots of apartment buildings, some of which are sort of architecturally interesting. All designed by one architect who was known for designing somewhat futuristic looking apartment buildings in the 1960s, at least futuristic looking for the time anyway. There's an entrance to Spadina Station. I'm from the future. What is that tech from the 25th century? See, here's one of the buildings. The thing that made them look future-y at the time was the interesting balcony designs. You were renovicted out of this hood. Oh man, renovicted is one of the worst things that can happen to someone. Especially if it's a bullshit renoviction where they just are using it as an excuse to kick you out and then raise the rent. Doing some unnecessary renovations. Yeah, there are big balconies on these old apartments here. This one is kind of funky looking. I don't think this is by the same architect I was talking about, but it's still sort of a funky looking building. Walmer Flats is the name of that one. So a bunch of the buildings he's designed are right around this area, but then there's also some up in North York. Hey, Michael Stern, welcome. 85 Fahrenheit, huh? Trying to remember the architect's name. It's a strange name, right? I think he's from Scandinavia. I'm not exactly sure. Like Uno Pre or something like that. Or Pre et Uno. One or the other. This is another one of his buildings here with this swoopy looking balcony design. That's pretty much the only thing about it that distinguishes it from every other slab apartment, though, is the balcony design. I'm sure it still costs a pretty penny to live around here. And this is another one across the street. This one reminds me of the Jetsons. Like George Jetson might live in this building. The 1960s version of the future. Is it a horrible building to live in? Yeah, unfortunately. That can often be the case in some of these buildings that might look really cool from the outside, including lots of recent additions such as L Tower. I've heard stories about that place. And of course the ice towers, they look pretty awesome. To me anyway. I think the design is nice, but not a good place to live apparently for a lot of people. Now we can hear the birds. Maybe they had their coffee and they're starting to come out of their hangover, get over their hangovers. Classic annex style house here with the turret. To me that is what sort of signifies that you're in the annex when you see these turreted homes. Lots of them don't have turrets, but you do see a lot of them. Uno Pre, that's it. Or Pril? Uno Pril? Okay. I knew it was, Uno was somewhere in there. Is it Pre or Pril? I have to see if I can read this. Two eyes, so Uno Pre, okay. To remember that now. It's a major turret destination. Yeah, there's a few fire escapes around here, Michael Stern. Mostly down closer to Bloor Street on the commercial buildings, sometimes behind the commercial buildings in the rear, they'll have a fire escape. But some of these apartments and whatnot around here might have fire escapes. This is Spadina again. That's sort of like a fire escape on the side of that one. No flying DeLoreans? Afraid not. It's not that futuristic. My zipper kind of undid itself from the bottom. I'm going to try and fix it. I hate when that happens, when it comes unraveled. I got it. Sometimes it's stuck and you can't fix it, but luckily I was able to unzip it. Picard, engage, Wolf Factor 9. Looks warm. Well, it's around 7 degrees Celsius, maybe. Here's another building designed by Uno Pre with the 2 eyes. Another one of his balcony treatments. Hey Fernando, how you doing? This is Bernard Street. Let's walk along a residential street here in the annex. I guess we're kind of coming out of the annex, really. Well, maybe the next couple blocks or so. Then we'll transition into the Yorkville neighborhood. That's right, Wing Zero. And it gets real quiet here when you're away from Spadina. I think I showed that house in a previous live stream through the area. Anybody lose a little mitten? You know where to find it. Yeah, I guess we're sort of a bit out of the official boundaries of downtown, but we're definitely close enough, right? Because we're a bit north of Bloor here. Downtown adjacent. I wish, Noble Costs. Clayton. I haven't plugged in my cord yet. My battery is still got a decent amount of power here, but as soon as it gets below the you know, 20% mark, or maybe even 30% mark, I will stop and plug in the old power bank. The phone battery tends to last a bit longer, you know, when it's milder. When I did the stream the other night in the GO train, my battery lasted a really long time. It lasted 2 hours without even having to use my power bank, and that was including the outside walking part. Yeah, crikey. Yeah, maybe in the next 3 days or so, I might hit 14K, 3 or 4 days. This is called Bernard Street. This is a very Torontonian view here. You're never far from a towering glass condo. Yeah, the tree coverage in these neighborhoods is outstanding. When you look at an aerial photo, a lot of these neighborhoods just look like a forest. You wouldn't even know that there's houses under there and streets. Sometimes it fools people. They actually will comment like, "Is that a big park?" Nope, that's a neighborhood. Yeah, it is a bit quiet today, Fernando, for sure. Especially this area. We're kind of in a quiet residential zone here, but even downtown was pretty quiet. Union Station, though, was a madhouse. That's where I was right before the stream. Megan was catching the train, and it was a madhouse. Like, huge crowds, lineups galore. I think everyone who came into the city for the weekend all left today, and they were all in Union Station, and then there was nobody left on the streets. Except me. Hey Kenzie, we're in the annex. This is Bernard Street. Yeah, it was insane, Novelcos. The lineup from the Via Concourse went all the way up the ramp into the Great Hall. There was several lineups, actually. Yeah, I like this neighborhood. I kind of prefer the neighborhoods a bit closer, right on the edges of downtown, where the houses are a lot more dense with smaller lots and built closer to the sidewalk and all that sort of thing. But I wouldn't say no to, you know, having a nice place in this area. Hey, Leslie 1971, how you doing? The Fix Facial Bar. Hello Pamela, welcome. Nice to see you. In the stream, that is, tonight. And here's Avenue Road. Yeah, like Bright Street, yeah, that's a good example. But if all the houses on Bright Street were brick instead of having the white siding, but there are other streets similar to Bright Street that are brick. They just don't have that windy kind of thing that Bright Street has going on. Hello Rafa, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great, Rafa. It's a very nice evening. So this is Webster Street, just like the old 1980s sitcom. So we're in Yorkville now, by the way. We crossed Avenue Road. Hazelton Avenue. Very beautiful street here. Is that what you're thinking, Leslie? Yeah. Yeah, I guess our kind of little mini heat wave kind of kick-started everything to bloom a bit earlier. Coax the leaves out of hiding. Classic bay and gable. This is Berryman Street. I might have only walked along here once or twice before. See, this is more the kind of street I was talking about earlier, where the houses front right onto the sidewalk. And it's a bit denser with more attached housing and things like that. Hey, Michelle Gray, hello. This is an unusual one here. I take it this is a residence. It's not a commercial building as far as I can tell. All right, let me try and plug in the power bank now. Here. All right. I am plugged in. That car there, yeah, not bad. Look at this one. I spy with my little eye the Yorkville skyline. Hey, Nancy Mattis, welcome. You caught me live and in action. Yeah, I'm not really a car guy. I mean, you know, I can appreciate a nice looking vehicle every now and again, but that's about it. I don't go gaga or anything. Here's Jesse Ketchum's school. This school has been the bane of many skyscraper fans' existence for a long time, because a lot of the buildings in the area that have been proposed were either denied or shortened due to the fact that they might cast shadows on Jesse Ketchum Park, including the one at the corner of Yonge and Bloor. No shadows are allowed to affect the sacred space that is Jesse Ketchum Public School and Park. And here's Bay Street. This is where Bay Street begins. So from this point it goes all the way south down to Queen's Quay in Lake Ontario. So the fancy residential buildings around here. Yeah, Keanu Reeves, yeah, that's cool. And now this is Davenport Road. These developers would just say, hey, we're just trying to prevent the kids from getting skin cancer. Our shadows will help them live longer, healthier lives. That too, foil hat. So here's a building that will most likely not get its desired height, unless the shadow study finds that miraculously it does not affect Jesse Ketchum. But look, somebody already is against it. No! It was probably one of the parents of a student at Jesse Ketchum's school who did that. Dan, I did hear that. We'll see if that ever sees the light of day. I think Niagara Falls has approved a bunch of really tall hotel and condo buildings, but they often don't actually end up getting built. I know they did build some tall ones before. The current tallest one, I think, was from over 10 years ago now, right? So Frank Stollery Parquet. That's the name of the guy who had that store on the corner of Yonge and Bloor called Stollery's, and that's the building that was demolished to make way for the one, which is currently under construction there. Hey, Raja Patel. Yes, I'm having a lovely evening, thank you, and a good weekend, and I hope the same goes for you. Young Street. Young Street. Party time. Excellent. Young Street. Young Street. Party time. Excellent. So now this is Church Street once you cross Yonge. This is the beginning of Church Street. Any bad storms? No, not really, Nancy. I think we were supposed to get some rainy weather all day Saturday, but it didn't really materialize. Hey, Salsazar 26, 279 Super Chat. Thank you very much. Hello, Ken. Hope you're enjoying my walk. I am very much, Salsazar, and thank you for your support. I appreciate it very much. Or Salazar. Let me correct my pronunciation. And this little oddly shaped lot that this building is on will also be redeveloped for a new tower. It'll be sort of like on its own little island. Oh, is that right, Nancy? Wow. Well, I hope there was no damage or injuries. High fiver. I have been inside a few times before in some past videos. The last time I went inside, though, I was live streaming and security told me to turn off my phone and all that, and I was like, well, no, I'm not going to turn off my phone. So I was made to lower my phone so that it wasn't showing anybody, and I had to leave. So that was what happened last time I went into the reference library. But a few other times I did go in without incident. Hey, Skull Crusher, how you doing? Now, should I go this way or continue on Church? I think I'll continue on. What? Oh. I'm just walking by. I'm just walking by. It's called a live stream. People live stream. It's a public place, right? So. No, she said it's a homeless shelter, so it's disrespectful for me to walk by recording, right? First of all, I didn't even know it was a homeless shelter. As far as I was concerned, it was just any other random building. And there's homeless shelters all around downtown, so what am I not supposed to do? Ever walk down any street that has a homeless shelter? Yeah, sorry. She was very rude, yes. So that means I can't walk around my entire neighborhood because my neighborhood has several homeless shelters, right? So, yeah. Best to just ignore and keep walking. Hey, Allie, how you doing? There's no difference, Joe Smith. It's just an unavoidable part of walking around in a big city. And my streams show Toronto as it really is. I do not try to sugarcoat it or make things look better than they really are. I just show what's going on. So here's Bloor Street again. Hey, later, Gabby. Have yourself a great evening. Is that right, Lisa? Yeah, there's a lot of angry people out there. Yeah, you're kind of right, Quad Mods. I kind of got that impression. She wanted to demonstrate that she was a better person than me, basically. Hey, Sapand, how you doing? And here is Bloor Street East. Oh, Lisa, yeah. Kind of got to hold it in. I'm glad the rain has held off. Let's see if the power bank is doing its job. Yep, I haven't lost any battery power since I turned it in, or turned it on, or plugged it in. That's what I'm trying to say. Turned it in, turned it on, plugged it in. Turned it in, turned it on, plug it in. Hey, Ron Diaz, how's it going? Wouldn't you know it, as soon as I said that about the rain, I'm starting to feel some raindrops hitting me now. Look what I've done. I made it rain. South down Jarvis, well, Ted Rogers Way, which becomes Jarvis. Another dingus. He yelled from his car, "Hey, don't record me," as he's literally pulling away in his car. So if anything, I was more likely to record him once he shouted at me to not record him, right? If I actually turned in his direction. He's a smart one. Novocos, yeah, I'm making it rain. Hey Doug, how you doing? I'm not sure what song you're referring to there, Nancy. Mount Pleasant Road. There's another evil building. Earlier we saw the Robarts Library. This building looks sort of evil too, right? Home of the evil empire. It's funny, one of my close relatives works there. But it's all in good fun. Oh yeah, this is the site of that proposal for a beautiful building that I hope gets built. It's going to be built on top of this small brutalist office building here. So this is just like a 6-story or so office building, but the new tower is gorgeous from the renderings I've seen. Wow, they took down all the construction scaffolding finally in front of this new building. I haven't seen that sidewalk in years. It actually a bit underwhelming. This building really stands out in this area. Yeah, it was somebody across the street. I don't know what they were saying. They weren't talking to me. Sherbourne Street, the infamous street. Let's head south. We'll see if we survive a Sunday night stream down Sherbourne. I think I remember that alley. I did run into a dingus on a bike when I was streaming along Sherbourne one time. I remember he said, "Hey, what are you, some kind of pervert?" I remember that's what he said. There's a fire escape. Michael Stern is still watching. Yeah, I think Johnny is, if he's not already back, he's on the way back. Ah, good, Michael Stern, you saw it. Hey, my pleasure, Nancy. There's an awesome fire escape around the back of this building, actually. I pointed it out one other time. The Isabella Hotel here. Maybe I can go around back and take a peek at it. Hey, evening, Kathleen. This is St. James Town, across the street. I don't know if I can get at the fire escape though. Doesn't look like it from the other side of the building there was an alleyway, but there was a fence blocking the way. But you can see up on the back there's a fire escape going all the way to the top of the Isabella Hotel. I might have to come back some other time to investigate when I'm not holding a gimbal and a stick. Or a gimbal and a phone. A phone and a stick. A bong and a blintz. A cigar and a flapjack. Smoking a pancake. Hey Sean, how you doing? Clearly there's no pleasing you. I forgot a pipe and a crepe. Look at that, it's past 8 o'clock and it's not dark yet. It's getting there, but still light. So for those just joining, we are walking down Sherbourne Street on the east side of downtown. Welcome to any new viewers. Hope you're enjoying, and to all my regulars, I hope you've been enjoying the walk so far as well. But if you are new and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe, hit the like, and hit the notification bell after you subscribe. And you can catch many future streams and pre-recorded videos. I do streams regularly and I post videos every single day when I don't do a live stream. It's toy like a toiga. I think the bunny was trying to speak to me, but I did not have my translator with me, unfortunately. He was all tired out from Easter, so he was taking it easy. I know, Alan K. When I walked past the Freshco, I actually thought, do I need anything here at Freshco? But there's a metro also I could go to that's a bit further down. And there's another Freshco down that way as well. So I could always go to those places. You saw the former mayor, right? Huh. I guess he was out being social. Was that what that was called? An Esquilax? Andrew, you're going to miss Mayor Tory? I think a lot of people are actually going to miss Tory, but I don't really care one way or the other. He was a nice change from Rob Ford, right? That was the main purpose of John Tory. Just to be not Rob Ford. And he did that job well enough, I guess. But Rob Ford has been gone for a long time now. Yeah, and a lot of people don't miss him at all. That's true. Some people hated him. Everyone has a different opinion on this matter. Yeah, that was Domino's. Domino's used to be right up here, but then they just moved to the corner after that new building opened. And now this is fairly new here. Sweet Addictions. It's like a pastry store. Looks pretty good. I wonder how their peanut butter cookies are, if they have any. Hey Lizzo, how you doing? Welcome. South down Sherborne Street. Take a sugar donut. That sounds good. I hope that new shop there does well. There's definitely enough people living in the neighborhood. This whole part of downtown is very densely populated. Do bunnies speak Canadian? Well, from my childhood growing up, as far as I was concerned, bunnies spoke English but with a New Jersey accent. Or is it a Bronx accent? Hey, Bill Chow. Yeah, I mean, I had some laughs from Rob Ford's time as mayor, but I wasn't a fan of his sort of anti-urbanist views, I guess you could say. He had a very suburban sort of attitude towards development in the core of the city, which obviously is not what you should be doing in the core of a big urban city. Hey, thanks for the update. Now it's starting to get dark. Walking down a dark Sherborne Street. Look at the boarded up and graffiti covered buildings. Oh no. I'm in danger. Let's go look at the Kenny versus Spenny house. Anyone remember that show? The house that they lived in for most of that show was just up the street here. Hey, G-Long Walks. Hello. Welcome. The Apprentice is correct. I am walking. Welcome, The Apprentice. Crossing Carlton Street. Hey PAG, am I ignoring you? I just didn't see what you were saying. I see you now though. How you doing? So according to that lady, I should not turn my camera this way. The lady I encountered earlier. So if I want to get this nice skyline view across the park, I'm being disrespectful because of what you see in the park here right now. Breaking into an empty apartment or breaking into an occupied apartment? I don't know if either is such a good idea. An abandoned building, maybe? Sasha, it was filmed in Toronto, and Nancy Mattis in the chat here is a huge fan of that show. I think that's what drew her to my streams and videos in the first place. See the skyline through the trees. Chris, this is Allen Gardens. Hello, me from Brazil. Nice to have you. Hope I pronounced your name somewhat correctly. And Gerrard Street. So the Kenny versus Spenny house is just right up here. Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes peeled, Lizzo. This is literally my neighborhood. I live like a 5-minute walk from here. Not even. It's kind of a cool view here. That new building. This vacant lot has been here forever. I think there's a development notice here though. But someone would rather this remained a litter-strewn vacant lot, I suppose, than providing some residential units in a mid-rise building, not even all that tall. Hey, later Clayton Crawford. Have yourself a great evening. I hope your weekend was good. And this power cord is keeping my phone alive very well. I haven't lost any battery since I plugged it in. But I think this right here is the Kenny versus Spenny house. So it's like a semi-detached here, but they lived, hello, they lived on the right side here, this side I believe. So that's it right there. Kenny and Spenny did a lot of their disgusting challenges inside there. And I laughed my ass off watching that show. I can actually see this house from my apartment, from my window, living room window. I remember when I first discovered that, I was like, that's this Kenny versus Spenny house right there. I can see it out my window. So now I'm coming into the true danger zone here. We're walking towards Dundas and Sherbourne. Heading south here on Sherbourne. Dundas is just right up ahead there at those traffic lights. Cue the Kenny Loggins song. Hey Connie, how you doing? Everything you can imagine is real. That's what that says. Yeah, except this is the sidewalk to the danger zone. go, Dundas and Sherborne. Hey, Mr. Hippo, what's up? This just opened up recently. Sector 17, it's called. Street Eatery. There was another place here right before that didn't last very long. So hopefully this place will do better. It's not the best location, obviously, but you never know. They might find a niche here. Papa John's over there. Hey, Nancy Mattis, $5. Please do the Ink Spots Hit 1950s. I don't want to set the world on fire. I'll have to look that one up, Nancy, and see if I can do it next time, because I don't know that song. I don't want to set the world on fire. Huh, yeah, that's... I'm familiar with most 60s music, but my 50s music knowledge for popular songs is pretty spotty. But I'll definitely check it out. Thank you very much for the $5 super, though, Nancy. I appreciate your support. This place is actually fairly decent here. George's Pizza and Panzerato. I tried them out. I thought they were as good as Papa John's, at least, over there. I'm thinking I'm going to wrap things up here. I'm very close to home. And I keep seeing little drops hitting my gimbal here, so maybe I won't tempt fate any longer with regards to the rain. It's held off throughout the stream, so I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful to all of you for watching for the last 2.5 hours. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed the walk very much tonight. Kind of a quieter, more serene evening around downtown. Like I said, the city kind of felt like it was a bit hungover or something. But I hope you all enjoyed, and thanks, of course, for all the chats, and thanks to the mods, and thanks to those who sent support with your super chats. I appreciate it very, very much. And I'll be streaming again in a few days or so. Keep an eye out for that. Subscribe and like and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next stream. And of course, my next video will be tomorrow evening on my channel, where I will premiere it. So I hope you can be there for that as well. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. There we go. All right, thank you all. Have yourselves a great Sunday. And I'll see you in a few days in the next stream. And hopefully tomorrow night, my premiere. And of course, I will continue.